since I've done some iOS stuff. And I'll be honest, a lot of times the iOS stuff just doesn't really move me. But as of recently, there's been some cool things happening. And some things I can't show you until the developer drops it. But I can definitely show you this thing that Waldorf dropped today, which is kind of cool. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to use AUM to show it to you. Let's see. So you guys have seen, I did a video in microwave just to show you what that one looks like. Today they dropped the Blofeld, I think is what they call it, or Blofeld. Not sure how they how they pronounce it, Blofeld. Anyway, this is it. Um, this is the initialized patch. This is the most presets I've ever seen drop on a iOS instrument ever. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with that. Um, it's quite daunting though to look at this list the way they do it. Look at this. This is insane. Insane. Okay, first of all, it's $12.99. It sounds really good, especially the pads, which is my favorite thing. I'm gonna go to the preset section over here because there's so many presets in here. It's insane. So if you look over here on the tab side, here, let me use this mouse so you can see over here. If you go to presets and then tab, this is a lot better for going through these, in my opinion. So like my thing out the gate is, let me hear the keys, the pads, and we'll throw the atmosphere stuff in. The rest of this stuff, I don't see myself using it as much. Maybe a perk, maybe some bass if I like a bass, but let's just go through some pads and atmosphere stuff. That's interesting. Wish I could use the keyboard. Not bad for just some, let's see what this. This is what I like. So that's a win for me already, just hearing pads. As soon as I hear pads, they're more useful from the type of stuff I like, especially like ambient or like cinematic or. And there's so many in here. I wish it would tell me. I was trying to look around, see if it told me how many presets, but it also would be cool. I'm looking to see if I see it. Let's see, options. Yeah, I was hoping they would show a way to save your favorites or something, but I guess that's not the case. And it looks like some of these may be the same, but stereo or something. I'm not sure what the ST means. I would have to figure that out. I'm just clicking through a few to show you guys. That sounds really good. Let's go back to the presets and the tags, and we're gonna take out the keys, the atmosphere, and the pads. And let's try some of the leads just to see what they have. Yeah, not happening. So that's weird. I'm not gonna look at that. It's the name I'm talking about that they put on there. So some of these are cool. I always say with these synths, unless you know how to design what you like, um, just make sure you have some presets that you kind of enjoy. It's a group selection here. And I guess because they had different presets drop different years or something like that, they probably, and then you can do user presets, but anyway, and then you can separate them by the author too, which I don't know why I would do that. Let's look at the drums. There's not a lot. There are some drum perks on here though. If you click on the perks, these are kind of cool if you need. That 808 is not bad. You might be able to collect these type of samples and use them in your tracks depending on the person. I wouldn't be using that. I guess that's a bass drum, some hats. I'm just showing you some of the basic stuff they have in here. What is poly? Hmm. So anyway, I just wanted to show it to you. It's not for everybody, but here's the ARP. You can really get detailed stuff in here. There's these different MIDI channels right here that you can go through. I'm just going to show you some of this stuff. The oscillators and where you can get real intricate and change stuff. I'm not going to go into it. The ADSR. So it's, as far as I know, it's pretty close to what it's supposed to be like on the actual device. Here's your arpeggiator section where you can do that. Here's a sample section. So I'm not sure if you can build your own samples and bring them in. Haven't got that far. Just showing you guys what it looks like. But there you go. So this is the Waldorf Blofeld synthesizer. And I'm usually kind of I'm tired of synthesizers because there's so many of them out there. But I think this one is solid because it's definitely useful for those unique FM type sounds. If that's what you like, you could always warm that up even more. Some of them sound pretty good, in my opinion. I particularly like synth for pads, and that's pretty much my favorite thing on it. So just wanted to show you guys that. I'll be back on another video to show you guys something that is coming to iOS that's actually available for you to try out for free. But when it gets to iOS, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit different. So I'll show you that on the next video. All right, that's it for this video. I'm out.